Houston, hello. Glad to have you with us at NRG Stadium as we are set to find out who will walk away with the trophy as champion of the Tax Act Texas Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas offense will get the first possession of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And that's 2 times he's gotten to the quarterback. Crimson Tide linebackers have a long history of getting after the passer, whether it's Will Anderson, Derek Thomas, Cornelius Bennett, you name it.
You running it up?
Can anyone catch him? The 40. And the tackle is made, but not... gets them 30+.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Going to the run, it's Moss. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15+ extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally and from a confidence.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buys a little time. Still on his feet at the 45. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's got an open man. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Floats it out in space. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On second down, wants to throw. Escapes trouble. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guys...
Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Paul. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes a connection. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Jayhawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the catch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one splits the uprights. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Got a man. It's Bernard. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a catch at the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And the Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
This time it's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The give is to Miller. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Never a doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
The give to the tailback. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Give to the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown time.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game today.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Jayhawks are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming, so I can...
And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And he pulls it in at the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Finds the tight end.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense wants to bring the heat. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Lets it fly. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He caught it! Touchdown, Jayhawks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Keeps it himself and gets the first. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback keeper. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on fourth down. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense and they get the ball back.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch.